Is everybody with us? I hit the wrong button. Shit. Is the stream back? If there's anybody in chat, let me know. Is it back? Hello? Is it back? Shit, sorry everybody. I don't know why I just accidentally clicked end stream. So, just want to give it a sec, make sure things are back up and running. Okay. I don't see anybody in the chats or anything. So, damn. We were up to like 67 people there watching that battle, and I just ended the stream and kicked them all out. But I guess whoever wants to come back will come back. I ended the stream on accident. My apologies. Alright, let's just go ahead and cover the armies, and then I'll tell the players to start. So, starting with our blue player, VM Dark Phoenix. We got Wild Riders and Great Stag Knights, both on the field. We got Durthu, the tree man himself. He's going to have the Sword of Daith, Foe Seeker, Curse of Banner Hair, and Flock of Doom. We also have Dryads, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have the Hawkeyes of Drakira with another Great Stag Knight and Wild Riders. Now, for the Empire army, after that very simple, straightforward Wood Elf army. Also, we do have Glade Riders with spears vanguarded in both corners. For the Empire, Spearmen with shields will make up the front line. Looks like we have 4 of them. We got Sigmar Sons in the center, 2 Flagellants in the rears on either side of the Sigmar Sons. Gonna have Empire Knights on either flank, and then 2 Knights of the Blazing Sun holding down the center rear. We do have an Amethyst Wizard who's going to be bringing Spirit Leech. And then we're going to have a Huntsman General who's going to be coming naked. Just going for the cost efficiency here. Now, I think that rounds out the High Elf... Oh, sorry, just kidding. The Empire Army is not rounded out. We have Burning Head and Kindle Flame from this Bright Wizard. Alright, everybody, once again, sorry for cutting the stream. I hope everybody comes back and figured it out. So it's going to start right now. Alright, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The beginning of VM Dark Phoenix versus ODM Hanadan's final. That's the wrong bracket. I do apologize, Alacrity. I'll get the correct one for you after this fight. So, the Empire, I forgot to mention there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Huntsmen in this army as well, which makes it very, very threatening. Huntsmen, a wonderful unit against the Wood Elves. Hawkeyes of Drakira, firing away, trying to shoot down the Knights of the Blazing Sun. Knights of the Blazing Sun do have those bronze shields. Alright, Great Stag Knight's getting focused by some Huntsmen. Durthu coming into play, but he's got to be careful. He won't last super long against a bunch of Huntsmen fire either. He does have good armor, though, and 110. So, he's doing what he can to stay alive. Alright, Glade Riders coming around, pressuring the back line. Like what I'm seeing here. Knights of the Blazing Sun coming forward to hit the Dryads, but the Dryads are refusing that engagement. And if they pull out too far, the Wood Elves are going to threaten the back line with their own cavalry. So, nice play on both parts here. You can see, you know, Empire pushing out, recognizing that their backline would be in danger if they went out too far. Sword of Daith getting popped here. Flock of Doom getting popped here. This is some painful stuff. Alright, Great Stag Knights and Wild Riders need to be active. They're sitting back here, not doing much of anything. Want to see them either get a rear charge here, help out Durthu, or, you know, do something. Over here, Dryads finally getting some good engagements. Looks like they're going after Spearmen now that the opportunity has presented itself. Over here, a smoke bomb from the Wardens, or the Hawkeyes of Jakira, going to slow down those Knights of the Blazing Sun very quickly, but a burning head going through all of the Dryads. Ouch. That cackling, burning skull just burninating its way through the poor little tree people. Over here, we're going to see Durthu has made some serious gains, though, routing a lot of units. Knights of the Blazing Sun, Huntsmen, Spearmen, all of them getting smashed pretty hard, but also seeing Great Stag Knights and some Blade Riders routing in turn. Over here, Durthu getting on top of some more Huntsmen. This could be his opportunity to get some nice terror routes, and then it would be down to no Huntsmen. So, oh yeah, one Huntsman, because right now he has another one routing as well. But the balance of power is really going towards the Empire at this stage of the battle. But there it is, a terror route. Flock of Doom doing a lot of work against this packed up infantry and cavalry. Will it be enough? Durthu is such a monster. Alright, Durthu looking like he may be coming out, trying to countercharge these Knights of the Blazing Sun with his Wild Riders. Knights of the Blazing Sun on the charge are no joke. Great Stag Knights coming out from the woods after regrouping and now hitting the Empire Knights in a glorious charge, but I think in a not the best engagement because there's Spearmen nearby to support, and I also misspoke. Those are Wild Riders. Wild Riders, not Great Stag Knights. Balance of power getting further and further in favor of the Empire as this battle wears on. Just the state troops able to regroup, stay alive, and the Huntsmen, even though tattered, still in this fight. Spirit Leech going down on top of the Great Stag Knights. Very painful thing for them. They don't have the highest model count, so those Spirit Leeches will be killing off models. Great Stag Knights coming out looking like they're trying to chase down these Empire Knights. But balance of power shifting out of control, and I think we're about to see army losses kick in. Durthu is routing, and Dark Phoenix going to concede defeat as Hanadan's Huntsman build is victorious. Yeah, lots of pew-pew in this game indeed. Odium Hanadan's keeping his head, though. Very well played to both players. I mean, the Wood Elves there were making a strong push up the Empire line for a while there, but they just needed more units to keep chasing down the Huntsmen after they're routed, or the Knights for that matter. They were able to get some good terror routes and some good engagements, and Durthu dished out some nice damage, but yeah, I think maybe ditch one of the Wild Riders, or both, honestly, and just get more Glade Riders and maybe some Eternal Guard. I don't think the Wild Riders are necessary here. I think the Great Stag Knights against Empire are going to be what you want, because they can crush Empire cap on the charge, whereas the Wild Riders, they can't really beat Empire Knights or anything because they just can't get through the armor. And Glade Riders are, like half the cost, so these guys are worth it because, they're just way more cost efficient and can chase down all these Huntsmen, which is what I really think this army desperately needed, was as much mobility as possible to chase down Huntsmen. But great first game. Dark Phoenix, an excellent player, and we saw him come back from a 0-1 deficit earlier today to win 2 battles in a row and take the game. So maybe we'll see it again, but in any case, as always, as the neutral party here, I'm rooting for a tiebreaker. But let's get to it and see what the factions are for round 2. I love the Durthu pick. Durthu's pretty awesome. Alright, Hanadan's going Beastmen, Band Vampire Counts, and Chaos. Oh, we had a Norska counter? Hell yeah, I haven't seen Norska in a hot minute. I also messed up red faction. This piece, but not blue faction. Or is it Vampire Coast? Oh, hey, Cypher. Good to see you in the chat there. Looks like Hanadan hasn't confirmed yet. Still checking out builds. Aberlorn. I'd also be happy with that. All right, we got an Aberlorn pick from Dark Phoenix. All right, here we go. I think we're ready to go as soon as the players are. All right. Dark Phoenix really wants me to root for him, huh? Take it you're not an Aberlorn fan. Yeah. I would have to check for like followers in Magash. Aberlorn's pretty straightforward because, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's just all the tree units. Dryads, Treekin, and Treemen. Don't think there's anything else special about them. Once again, my apologies for kicking everybody out of the stream there. We still haven't gotten back to the original numbers where we're at, which does bum me out a bit, to be honest. I was actually pleasantly surprised to see we're getting close to 70s. But wouldn't you know it, I screwed it up. But thank you to those of you who have come back. I hope you're enjoying the battle. It's also going to be weird because now I'll have 2 separate streams. Ugh. Yeah, in fact, I need to go edit this thumbnail because I just realized the other video doesn't have a thumbnail. Yeah, bear with me, please. There we go. At least now the other one has the right thumbnail and title. Alright, players still getting ready. Shields for Phoenix. Want to become famous? Wow, CJ, how did you know? Would you like to be famous? So it's match point for Hanadans. Dark Phoenix going with the Aberlorn to stay in the fight. Looks like Hanadans is readied up, confirmed in the chat, and we are just waiting on Dark Phoenix. Right, Face? I can't wait to be famous either. That's the only purpose in life now, isn't it? To be famous. Alright, let's remove the army blocker. Oh, not you, Spin Wheel. And get that intro card up. And here we have it. VM Dark Phoenix bringing Aberlorn against ODM Hanadans and the Beastmen. It's round 2. And as a reminder, ODM Hanadans is on match point, leading this final 1-0. Alrighty, so starting with our red player, since it is the second round here, he has a significant edge in the balance of power. We'll see if that matters at all, or if it's just going to be... Anyway, we have 5 Hungor Spearmen herd right there. I love just trailing off in thoughts and not finishing my sentences. It's my favorite. We're going to have an abundance of Centaurs. Holy hell, looks like we're going to have 3 regular Centaurs, 3 Centaurs with throwing axes. We're going to have 2 Warhounds with poison. And then we have the Butchers of Kalkengard, sorry, and these bad boys are awesome. Regeneration, Terror, Moo! Up here we have a Feral Manticore. And then for that leadership, which I skipped over, we have Morgor the Shadowgave, bringing both of his Chaos Spawn summons. And then we're going to have a Bray Shaman of Wild, going to have Viletide and Traderkin, along with the Jagged Dagger. So, moving on to Aberlorn, being led by Dark Phoenix, fighting to stay in the tournament. We have Heralds of the Wind, Regiment of Renown, Illyrian Reaver Archers, and a generic unit over here. Also going to be seeing the Fireborn on this far right flank. And for the main force in the front line, we have 5 units of Dryads. We're also going to have 2 more generic Dragon Knights in that bright lime green color of the Aberlorn sub-faction. And we're going to have another 2 units of Illyrian Reaver Archers on the left flank. Up here in the air, Alariel the Radiant will be leading this force. He has the Star of Aberlorn, Arcane Conduit, Shield of Thorns, Earthblood, and Foz Protection. The battle is underway, and the 2 players are pushing forward to skirmish and get this battle kicked off. Poison Warhounds coming forward, but they will take some damage from these archers. They got to be careful, and they may also get countercharged. Oh, there they go, countercharge coming in. It looks like the Beastmen or the High Elves kind of messed it up there for a second, but there they go. Going to get those guys to start wavering, potentially rout, but will they be able to escape the clutches of the Centaurs now? If they can, then they'll be able to get a lot of damage. Yeah, it looks like the Centaurs are going to call off that chase. They don't want to be getting filled with arrows as they chase Illyrian Reavers in futility. Illyrian Reavers have 90 speed. Centaurs only have 93 right now, but I'm guessing that's because, I don't know, actually. Probably the Bestial Surge. Does Bestial Surge impact speed as well? I thought it was just vigor. You're not even the caster, Morgor. I don't know. I'm checking you. Anywho, it's not important now. We can check later. Got to see the Beastmen pushing forward, trying to catch the Heralds of the Wind. These Illyrian Reavers are all the way up at 105 speed, so very, very difficult to catch. Here come the Fireborn charging in, but look at that. Traderkin going down on top of the Fireborn. They're immediately going to turn around and run, and I love that they did that because, as you can see, with their speed debuffed, the Beastmen were clearly planning an alpha strike with the Butchers of Kalkengard and the Warhounds with poison, but High Elf's not going to give them that opportunity, just taking the damage from the Traderkin, which was actually very significant. They're down to 31 models, guys, and High Elves cannot resurrect models, but they didn't get stuck in a bad engagement along with it. Alright, Illyrian Reaver Archers still firing away. Dragon Princes turning around to run from the Centaurs that just came in. But right now, it looks like the High Elves have their work cut out for them. I mean, I have to say, they've been able to successfully, you know, avoid a lot of engagements, but oh no, right here, I think they just lost some Dragon Princes. I don't know what the hell Alariel can do to save them. I mean, there's a lot of Valyrian archers coming in to start firing away, so maybe they can try to get some good damage down while these Beastmen forces are tied up on the Dragon Princes. But there it is, Terror kicking in as soon as the Manticore jumped in, and that's going to hurt. Over here, Traitorkin upgraded going down, catching 2 of the Lyrian Reaver archers. But over here, do the forces of Aberlorn have a chance to maybe eliminate some isolated Beastmen? I think a lot of the Beastmen forces are tied up over here, just focusing on this. I would honestly pull these Dragon Princes out and try to eliminate this pocket of Beastmen, because I think the High Elves actually are an advantage over here with how many Dryads they have to take out the infantry. And, you know, maybe see if you can run your way over there. The Butchers of Kalkengard and the Spearmen will be a bit slower to get there than the High Elf forces. Centaurs can obviously close that gap very quickly, but as you can see, I don't know, may not be going in favor of the High Elves over here anymore. But one way or another, the High Elves need to start making a play. They're losing the balance of power even further as this battle progresses, and you know, they don't have much time. They have to get some decisive engagements here and really start turning it around for themselves. Centaur's getting an unopposed charge against the Dryads. Chaos Spawn really helping the Beastmen forces out over here. A lot of the Beastmen a bit tattered. Over here, Fireborn and some Dryads both getting into that Heart of Aberlorn, or Star of Aberlorn. Also have Shield of Thorns going down on top of all of them as well. So, High Elves really investing in this engagement here, but now both Manticores coming in. Butchers of Kalkengard are in the fight. The Fireborn, as well as Alariel the Radiant, are both really committed to this fight, and that Star of Aberlorn is helping a ton. Faw's Protection also on top of the Fireborn, but the numbers are just really against the High Elves at this point. Ooh. Earthblood extended duration going down. Manticore on top of Alariel, like butter on bread. Over here, the Fireborn able to extract themselves from that engagement somehow and are coming over here to try and help out the remainder of their forces. The Chaos Spawn Summon looks like it's about to time out, but will it be enough? I'm just not convinced right now. The Manticore diving in, hitting Alariel with another big hit, and Odium Hanadan's is looking very strong at this stage of the battle. Fireborn, Alariel the Radiant are trying to pull out again, trying to get something working. You can see over here, the Illyrian Reaver archers are still firing away. The balance power is getting out of hand now. Here we go. Fireborn coming here to eliminate these guys. Illyrian Reaver archers need to, I think, not be on fire at will at this point. Only have them on fire at will when they're around Centaurs and things that they're, you know, fighting and running from at the same time. But right now, target prioritization is key, and I don't know if he's getting it. Alariel the Radiant still fighting a Manticore up in the air. She's not enjoying that. Surprise, surprise. Balance of power getting out of control. Army losses, I think, about to kick in. Butchers of Kalkengard still full health, full models. And now they're going to be chopping up some firewood for their cook pots. Alariel diving in for one last hurrah, and that's a GG. Congratulations to Odium Hanadans winning that final best of 3, 2-0. And a huge shout out to VM Dark Phoenix for some beautiful games today, in particular in the Wood Elf department. I enjoyed watching a lot of his games there. And yeah, going with Aberlorn too. I mean, basically, you know, Wood Elf's light. But great games to both players. Thank you to everybody who participated today. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys had a good time. I sure did. But yeah, so thank you all for tuning in. And once again, sorry for ending the stream for a minute there for no reason. It was one of the dumber things I've ever done in my streaming career, which is saying a lot. But yeah, Virulus, no problem. Thank you for tuning in. Not kind, no gain. I butchered that, but thank you for tuning in, everybody. Thank you. And going to try to start getting back into the habit, give shout outs to the people who followed and subscribed during the stream. So let's go ahead and take care of that. Luis Monroy, you followed a while ago, but I don't think I shouted you out, so thank you for the follow. Rustalal, thank you for the follow. Grayest Wolf, thank you for the subscription. That's 13 months of subscriptions, so over a year of support. I really appreciate it. Pink Pony Knight, thank you so much for the tier 1 subscription. 18 months of subscriptions from you, so going on 2 years, my friend. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Nameless Order, thank you for raiding me with a party of 6. I need to fix my raid notification because I did not see that, but thank you. I appreciate it if you're still out there. And to all those people who tuned in from that raid, hit that follow button if you're so inclined. Scoot IOM, thank you so much for gifting that sub to RK Box for 1 month. I do appreciate it, my friend. In RK Box, make sure you say thank you to him if you haven't done so already. And Rick02, thank you for the follow. So yeah, everybody, stay classy. Thank you for tuning in. Let me update that scoreboard. And stay tuned for more content in the very near future. We have PE versus Han, the 2 clans that I have to cast first for the Clan War Cup. So I'm trying to do that this weekend. So it may be at an odd time because I'll have to do it when my daughter isn't around. But I also may have to do it piecemeal because there's about 10 battles to get through. 3v3, a couple 2v2s, and some 1v1s. So get ready for that. The Clan War action will be coming at you soon, and it will be Han versus PE. But on that note, thank you guys so much once again for all the support, for tuning in. Hope you had a good one. Be safe out there. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you on the battlefield. Later.